All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Point flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't feel them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead, check the hieroglyphics.
What is good? What is good? Welcome in. Happy Thursday, everyone. Good to see y'all. Game time, baby. Let's go.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position, ain't a short stop. Every song go, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course not. They don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan.
Alright, we good. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, Nick. When exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted, and we got it ish. That's why we
how y'all feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. I guess it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Yeah.
Man, you know
really?
If anyone can.
That's crazy.
I can't.
It can't be. It can't be. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday, my friends. Let's get the party started. Yeah, let's do this. Good to see you guys. What up, Tim Trades? Tim Trades in the house. Great to see you guys. Great to see you guys. What's the good word out here, man? What's the good word? What's the good word? I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, W's, man. W's. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Game time, baby. Yeah. We Gucci. Who else? Kelvin in the building. Clubhouse going crazy. Clubhouse going crazy. Z Gamer is here, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Sharma G in the building. What up, Casso? What up, Dominic? Where it is, and he's in the making. DJ Scratch is in the building. What up, Phil? What up, Wokey? Good to see you guys, man. Good to see y'all. All right, let's do it. Yeah, DeMarco's in the building. What's good, DeMarco? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. SK in the house. All the winners are here, baby. All the winners are here. I love it. Love it. Squad in the building. All right, let me get myself together over here. Just a moment. There we go. There's the W's. Look at the W's in the clubhouse. The atmosphere is electric. You guys ever been to a hockey playoff game? It'd be like that. It'd be like that. It'd be like that here in the clubhouse. Yeah, anyone ever been to a playoff game, no matter what sport? Man, oh man, we're in the playoffs, baby. We're in the playoffs. We play hard. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good here. Perfect. Okay, well, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you all. Welcome back for another New York live stream. Let's go ahead and pray here real quick, and then we'll begin our session, eh? Let's do it. Well, Father God, we thank you for this opportunity here, Lord, this day to rejoice in, to be glad in, Lord. We thank you that we don't even have to say a word, that it's just evident, Lord, that your hand is over our life, that your hand is over this community, Lord. We thank you for all the blessings that have been taking place. We thank you for all the lessons, all the learning, all the growth, the learning phase, Lord. We thank you for the valley moments, Lord. There's so much value there. We thank you for the mountaintops, Lord. We thank you for the higher highs and the higher lows, Lord. We just give you the glory for it all. We thank you that we even have the opportunity to do this, to bless lives all across the world. So, Lord, it's just an honor. It's a privilege to be at the head of the microphone here. I thank you for all that you're doing through me. I thank you for all that you're doing all across the world through these TT live streams on YouTube, in the clubhouse. It's just a true blessing to do kingdom work, Lord. So we thank you for it, and we give you all the glory here. We ask that you would bless this session. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen, amen. Whoa. Whoa, baby. Kingdom work at its finest. Yeah, you see the growth. You know that ain't me. That's just God's hand on our business, man. On God's hand on our community here. So what a blessing it is. What an honor it is to be here with you guys today. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's lower the music a little bit. Clubhouse, give me the heads up once we got the music at a good volume. Let me also shut my office door, and we will get it started here. One sec. All right, cool. Let's do it. Clubhouse, how we feeling? 4,500 new messages. Yo, it be like that. I'm telling you, it's playoff season, baby. I think we're good on music, right? Yeah. What's up, Vivian Young? What's good? Yeah, we're good. All right, cool. By the way, shout out to Rosenbuds. I seen Rosenbuds message come in saying just got back to the streams last week, submitted first payout today, just hanging today, just vibing today. Just want to let you know we see you, and proud of you, man. Proud of you. All right, let's move on, and let's go through the technicals. Again, there's not much happening here on this lovely October 22nd outside of us getting some money, us getting some knowledge, us getting better, us moving closer and closer and aligning more and more with that 8-figure trader status here. You know, the bags are pretty much full in the clubhouse, so we'll see what we can get out of this New York session today. But I'm here for you guys today. You know, if there's anything I can help y'all with, let's go over that today. And then obviously we'll take a look at the technicals and see what Gold and ES are up to. But another day, another opportunity, gang, for us to be 8-figure traders, to be patient and disciplined and do what we came here to do. All right. So let's move on. Nothing here, right, on this day. So let's move on to the technicals. Still got government shutdowns and whatnot. And let's move over and see what we can come up with here on Goldie. All right. You had some of the biggest liquidations, man, in the crypto market. It's been absolute insane what's been happening in the markets, man. Holy smokes. So let's talk about it here. Let's go through a fresh top-down analysis, and let's begin our session. So if you guys can like the stream, give the stream a like here, and let's get it rolling. So let's talk about yesterday, which apparently was Tuesday, I guess. But yesterday's daily candle, beautiful daily closure, right? This is exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see a strong bearish closure, something that we can begin to kind of get our pullbacks on, right? Mainly with the 4-hour time frame. We'll talk about that in just a second. But again, we had this resistance formed. You had a breakout of this little range right here with this candle, and I am very bearish here today. So I think we can still move down further into these ranges, duck our head back down below 4,000 if possible today, and continue to trend down here over the next couple of days, maybe even the next week or two. So let's take a look at the 4-hour here. Just a much needed pullback, right? So 4-hour was obviously moving up here, right? We were coming back into the highs. We ended up rejecting those highs and really just pushed all the way down, right? I thought we were going to move straight into here, and we just kept plummeting here, man. So we came all the way down, filled the entire range. Like, I had my highest hopes, gang, was like somewhere down here, and we came even crashing even further down from there. So we are moving really nice here. Obviously you can see 4-hour moving down. We get our little pullback here, nice little resistance. You had a fake out, right? So you got liquidity here in these in this top side. Another break of the high. We come down, we close below. Perfect 4-hour setup. If you guys have watched the webinars in the clubhouse, or even like the course, right, we know that this is the setup right here, right? This is the setup right here, especially when you have that wick to fill, and we go ahead and fill that wick, and we do that on a 4-hour time frame here today. So just a beautiful move down, very clean price action. But now as we move into this next session here, we got to see how we can look for some trades, right? So 4-hour candle is bearish, right? We got a strong support here. This candle is really on the move. We did go down and pretty much fill that wick, so we got to really see what this rejection here is all about now on the lower time frame, and see why we are rejecting there. So let's take a look at the 1-hour. 1-hour come in, nothing really here, just about the wick fill. Let's take a look at the 30. yeah, I think we're just getting a necessary market structure pullback, right? So if we can kind of see we got this nice move down, little pullback, right? Nice move down, little pullback, and I think we should be good to continue down here today. We haven't even filled the wick. We still got more room to go on the higher time frame as well. So no doubt pretty bearish here. So let's see how we do. We got some ranges here, right? We got this guy right here, and then we also have this area up here. So let's see how gold begins to react now towards 40.63 here, and see what we do. If we keep pushing, that's fine. I think I'm just going to keep a bearish bias here today. I'm not going to be looking for buys at all. Let's see if we can get the... I don't really want to counter trend trade today in this area, especially when all my accounts are green and we're just super bearish, right? So let's see how we react towards... And by the way, that's the mindset you should all have, right? If you're like super green on all accounts today, you shouldn't still be desperate to jump into trades here today. You know what I mean? So let's see what we do right here in this area and go from there, right? If you start to get some rejection, I think that this is where we can potentially start moving down again from after getting a nice little pullback on the 30, right? Let's take a look at the 15. Yeah, even like fake outs back below. Anything like that. So let's just see how price reacts towards 63 here, and if we do create resistance, then there's going to be some opportunities to go short here again on gold. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, let's take a look left. It looks pretty clean, right? We're pretty clean coming all the way down into like 40.14 here. So, you know, if you're holding trades on live accounts, or if you don't have any excuse me, any like consistency rules, like if you can get into sell from up here, just go like break even and close like half, and then just try and see if you could hold that down to 14, right? I think we can get down there. But you know, the consistency rules will get us out of some of these trades a little early. But that's pretty much it, gang. So we'll see where we go. Let's see how we react towards 64 here, and then we'll go from there. But any bearish closures looking pretty good to continue moving down. Yeah, something like that. Boom. Cool. So that's it. And if price wants to continue moving bullish here, that's totally fine as well, right? We'll see at that point how we react towards 83, and then if we can create that resistance at 83, that'll give us more time to buy as well, so we can kind of push more closer to 9:30 a.m. Eastern here, and then we can potentially take advantage of a massive move coming down. So that's my day. There's two options. There's two ways that gold gets me in the markets today, and I just drew them both up for you. So that's it. Now we wait, my friends. Cool. What up, Jason C? How you doing, man? How you doing? What up, Jimmy Lee? Yes, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. So that's the breakdown. Anyone have any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Anyone thinking differently than me? Anyone? Talk to me. Let's see. Looking left, haven't done that in some time. I know, right? We're just right here, bro. We're right in the mix of it. JDZ, how we feeling? How we feeling, bro? Proud of you. Love to see you winning out here. Fantastic month, brother. Oh yeah, some of you guys' accounts are still locked up, right? It's locked up. They won't let you out. They won't let your accounts out. Possible fade? Yeah, possibly. There's some possibilities. All we really need to focus on pretty much is right here. You got more than enough pips on the way back down. It's only 300 pips. Only 300. Why not trade yesterday's NYSE counter? Sheesh, man. To be honest, I don't even remember yesterday, bro. So much has happened since yesterday. Send me a picture. I think it was a buy, right? It was like a onion play or something. Yeah, I've been so bearish the last 2 days. We took the buy that one day. Notice how the only buy we took, bro, was the only move up, right? So trading in these markets too, like especially counter trend trading, you have to be, your precision has to be on another level, right? So you got to be very precise. Your timing has to be there. And yesterday I just didn't want to go that way. I'm gonna lock her up. Let's go. Let me get the clubhouse up here. Where's my chat? Where'd my chat go? There it is. Yeah, Norbin. I would say so for sure, brother. Take it easy, take it easy. But on top of that, I'd say get that mind back. Get it back. You can't afford to have your mind not be in the right place. The mind's got to be in the right place at all times, as much as you possibly can. So discipline the mind, direct the mind, and keep it in that good spot. We'll talk this weekend, brother. We'll talk. What's up, Eugene? How are you, man? Good to see you, brother. Katika. You're welcome, my friend. Nice to have you here. Yes, many blessings to your family as well. Thank you. What up, Roberto? Oh, Rafi in the building, eh? Yo, what's up, Dan? How we doing, man? How we doing? Yeah, I know there is a daily support, but look how much room there is to go on that daily support. 333 pips. So I know it seems like it's right there, but man, I can see this daily candle dropping straight into here, right? Back below like 4,000 here. But you never know, I could be wrong. I'm not always right, so. Trading forex prop firm today. Nice, dude. Which one? Which one are you using? What up, Wiz Buddha? Exit strat. Congrats on the more payouts, man. Holy smokes, dude. You make me laugh, bro. Getting so much money, the guy makes me laugh. I didn't even see this one yet. 5,000, bro. Like, you're crazy, dude. Oh, let's go, Lucas. Let's go. My boy's trading with anger. Let's go. Look at exit strat. This guy's hilarious. Yo. Exit strat. What state you from? Yo, 31. So this was yesterday, and then this was today. You're crazy, bro. I said, bro, what state you from? He said, Flow State. Flow State, baby. Jersey. They do it a little different out there in Jersey, huh? Wow. Shakes, you enjoying that live account, eh? All right, let's take a look at ES here too real quick. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think we're just going to pretty much... let's go to MES. MES. Yeah, we're still just ranging. So this is the same range from yesterday. Just we're in these all-time highs here, so you guys know how that is. 4 hours chopping around. Yeah, it's just nasty, right? I still like sells below. I think sells below are probably the best bet for us. It breaks the daily low, right? It breaks the 4-hour lows. You get a closure below support. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing here for me. Nothing. Just closures below 67, 64. That's all I'm looking for on ES. Pretty simple today. Don't care for this range. I hate trading in the 4-hour range like that. I don't hate it, but I don't like to do that. I don't like to do it. Are they taking the same trades as you? Exit strat. I don't know. Exit strat. Are you taking the same trades that I take? Running the same playbook, or do you got a secret strategy over there? Let's get it from exit. Let's get it from the source. Milking it. Yeah. He said, not necessarily. I got a few in the bag. I think that was answering a different question. 007 strat. Yeah, he's running the Eagle 4000. Yeah. What up, Pablo? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. What's up, Eric P? How are you guys? Rafi, how we doing, brother? Great to see you, man.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing? How you feeling today?
Excellent, G. Excellent.
Love to hear. You had a good night's sleep?
Incredible. Incredible sleep.
Man, that's amazing. Love it. Love it.
The boys undid it again in London.
Yeah, bro. I've been thinking, man, like, what's going on over here? I'm gonna have to start showing up to London too.
Bro, the boys undid it again. What a position in
I
London,
told, I told
Sesh.
Magnus, you guys are getting the filet mignon here. For real.
That boy eating good.
Are we doing Clubhouse? What's popping?
Yeah, how'd you guys do in London? Trade makes sense to
New
everyone?
York? Oh.
Was up for London, fell asleep at the desk. What a savage. Wow. Whoa, let's see. I remember being on the YouTube months ago telling how bad I want to change my family's life. Let's go. Let's go. Moving in the right direction, brother. Let's go. One step in front of the other, man. One day at a time, baby. One day at a time. Congratulations on the payout. Congrats. Well earned. Well earned. It's just something that first payout does to the mind, man. Just proves to the mind. Asian session was lit last night too, man. I basically filled up everything. Like 5 accounts on top 1 are all in profit today. All my top step accounts are in profit. Yeah, I didn't even trade London. That was just off of Asian. Asian session was crazy. The markets were moving like crazy. Got blessed yesterday too, which was nice. Took the 4 a.m. drop.
It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was. Bro, that happened so fast. And then all of a sudden just continued to bleed. Like, I don't know if anyone else took there was like a 15 closure after that one too. That we just, this is ES. That we just melted on, bro.
Yeah, no, it happened so quick. It's like, dang.
It was beautiful. Beautiful. Gotta love it. And we had to wait all session. The whole session, man. We planned the sells from the top. Price just melted off like crazy melt. And then we tried. Actually, I didn't really like the buys back up, but they weren't bad. They were pretty good. They were these right here. But I was so bearish. I thought we were just going to possibly just not go this far up. But we did. But yeah, the buys were pretty good. Like I was telling everyone last night, if you took the buys, I think it was good. It was all playbook. It's just sometimes you're not going to want to go against the trend, and that's okay. That's totally fine. You got to really feel that out. You know what I'm saying? So, and how do you do that? You just execute all the time. You know what I mean? And then you finally realize, whoa, the bearish momentum was too heavy there. I've seen that before. Let me not do it this time. And, you start to judge the markets based off of your chart time, your repetition, your either winning and losing of being involved in the market. And then you just make decisions, But that's why I always tell you guys, look, if I'm not taking a trade, doesn't mean you shouldn't, right? As long as it lines up and it's part of your plan, you should get involved in that trade, journal that trade, and then get the result of it. Always, every day. Like right now, my bags are completely full, right? I might not be as eager to get into a trade today, right? I might just be more into answering questions today and helping you guys, the newer people, move forward. But just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you should stay out of it. That's the point of grooming yourself, right, into your own trader. Okay. Yeah, that first payout, man, it really does. It shifts something in the mind. It builds the belief. Yep, it does.
It's like that concept, you know. It's like, oh, you did it once, you can do it again, kind of thing, you know.
Exactly.
So it's like all these doubts and limitations kind of, you know, go away.
And it always happens like that, no matter what you're looking at in life.
Yeah.
Any of you guys ever like skateboard? You ever try a trick? You try and you try and you try and you try this trick, right? That someone else did. So you like, I know I could do it if that guy did it, right? So just as an example on a skateboard, right? And then you finally hit the trick. Why does it automatically all of a sudden become much easier to hit that trick? Right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a mind thing, right? So outside of obviously your repetition, you build a belief and you go, boom, I did it. That now gives your mind the green light to say, okay, we do this. You know, this is what we can do, and we can do it better and better and better. So same thing happens with payouts and everything here in trading. What happened to the webinar on YouTube? We did it already. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We're doing it. There was one yesterday. There was one the day before that. 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 There was one 3 days before that. There was one the day before that. The day before that. The day before that. Yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot, man. Look at these joints. 2 hours and 35 minutes. Wow. Imagine all the gold in here. A lot of webinars here, baby. A lot of 3 hours and 54 minutes. Man. A lot of webinars.
Crazy, man.
A lot of gems in here. Will you dig for the gold? Will you dig for the gold? Sheesh. Wow. And we got one going right now. It's live. There's 842 people watching. Holy. You found it, brother. You found it. Yeah, shin hurts. Yeah. You gotta go. Accounts get blown. Shins get hurt. That's how it goes down. Okay, here we go. Here's our resistance. By the way, there was so much money made. There was so much. We didn't even just do a webinar. We handed out thousands and thousands of dollars just on this one page alone. So we didn't even give the knowledge and the teaching and the lessons. We actually handed out trades too. Trades that went into profit, trades that made money, trades that passed people's accounts, got people funded, got people paid out. Like, these webinars have been absolutely insane, man. Sheesh. It's been crazy. Crazy, B.
Crazy, man.
It's crazy, B. My first payout, $1,000. Congratulations. Let's go. Let's go. Big W's. Big W's. A lot of people getting first payouts, first big payouts, biggest payouts, all here in the last, in this quarter here. The 18, baby. The 18. Union incoming. Yes, sir. Hey, JDZ printing money. Yeah, TT's printing money, but JDZ printing a whole lot of money here.
Killing it.
Nah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Everyone getting money out here, like it's one thing to, have the dream and, be excited about it and be in that season. I love that season, when you got nothing, and you're just working and working and working. But a lot of traders now are pushing past that season. And you know what? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you didn't rush it. I hope you didn't have the wrong mindset and mentality during it, because you'll look back at those times. You'll be like, you know what? Those are the times that made me. Just like the trader, or the skater, I should say, who tried that trick over and over and over again. The only reason he landed it is because he just kept trying it, right? He just kept applying it. That's it. So a lot of you guys, you did scrape your knee. I scraped my shins up too, real bad learning how to trade, or learning how to skate, I should say, right? But now we're here. Now we're here. So congratulations, and what a season it is. If you're in that season, enjoy that, to the best of your ability. Keep a good perspective on your life, on your trading, on your performance. Lock in, make your adjustments, mature, as a trader. But those of you guys that are moving out of that season, and you're moving into that harvest now, like they said in the audio, the harvest has to follow the seed, right, when taken care of properly. So enjoy your harvest. Understand that it is your time now, that you're not just going to get lucky here this month or this week, or this is you. This is the new you. This is how you operate. You are a whatever it is, an 8-figure trader, whatever it is that you're going after, you are that now. So enjoy it. No reason to stutter step back, no reason to take 2-3 steps back. You just keep flowing. You're worthy of it. You're worth it. And that worth is all developed in the work, and you should understand that and believe it as well now. So keep on keeping on. This is your time. Your time. You're getting big payouts left and right. Don't look around and think, well, when's it going to stop? It ain't going to stop. It ain't going to stop. And that's all determined by you, right? We were talking about it last night in Asian session. You ever hear the old school Italians? I'm sure other nationalities do this, but don't jinx yourself. Don't say you're going to do too good. Why? Right? Why not? Because we know that our words dictate our life. Just like the rudder directs the massive ship to get to its destination, your tongue or your words direct your whole entire life to get to its destination. So I don't want to hear the old Italian, don't say you're going to do good in life. Don't say you're going to be rich, right? You're going to, like, shut up, grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just go get yours, man. Go get yours, right? Let your words direct your life. Whatever you believe in, go after and get it, baby. Yes, sir. Exit strat. He knows what I'm talking about. Took a payout on top one yesterday. Went in my bank this morning. Holy. Congratulations, Pat. Congratulations. First payout.
Congratulations, bro.
Top one getting it done fast. Real fast. Yeah, I'm good for a payout here on top. Oh, actually, no. I got to get 40. So I'm over my 30 or 3,000. But because of my one day here that I went over on 900, I got to get, I think, 4,500 or 4,200. So that's okay. I don't mind. It's whatever. But I got another green day here on my Express accounts here with Top Step. So probably just going to not trade this one at all today. Because you guys know I'm mad. I'm a mad man right now with Top Step. So I'm just trying to lock in, another payout here. But we're moving and grooving. $2,600 day yesterday on those two accounts. So we're up $4,200 on those two accounts right now. So we're going to see how we can do tomorrow and the next day. And then we're going to take a fourth payout on this exact account. So it's been I've been very mad, right? I've been a madman on this account. I'm really trying to milk the cow here. So we'll see what we could do. If we get a really, really good setup today, I might pull the trigger just to possibly pump that up. But yeah, tomorrow and Friday, I'm pretty much going big again, and we'll see if we can get a fourth one on that account. I got some other accounts too. This account, I'm up $1,500. I just got it back yesterday. And this account, I'm up $620. So those were the Asian trades and stuff last night. But we'll see how we could do. We need 2 more days, and we get another payout on this little copy account here. What up, AB Mike?
AB Mike? It's popping.
Drew, yeah, it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. Like what I would say is, just really try and tie in as much as you can here. Try and, right, if you're not profitable yet, why try and do it your way when there's a way that's already profitable, right? By the way, this isn't my way. So it's not like you're doing it Nick's way. Like, I learned this stuff from Raja. I learned this stuff from Don. I didn't put this stuff together. I just followed it. So I'm just following it, right? So you don't have to feel like, well, I'm following only Nick's. It's not even mine, right? It's not even my stuff. So I would say, if you're having trouble, lock in, right? Only take the trades that we take, ask questions about them, listen to the explanations about them, and try and see a common theme, right? You're going to see us take the same trades over and over. You're going to see us draw out our, start our sessions the same way every day with a breakdown, and then we wait, right? And we draw up 2 options or 3 we make our little, plays like throughout the our ideas. We draw up our ideas and stuff throughout the session, and if one doesn't fit, then we exit out and we draw up another one. And you see how we're patient, right, in our approach. And this is what patience get you, gang. Like, there's no cap here, right? Like, you can't fake this stuff. You can't. Like, there's no way I can call Top Step and be like, hey, can you just make all my trades green, and so I can show my, like, all this is following a simple game plan. That's it. It's literally it. Like, right? So if you can just lock in on that, would anyone else like to have their P&L look like this? Right? And this isn't like, we could show you month after 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 month. Like, we could show you last year. We could show you the year before, right? We could show you all the data that the playbook states, right? So I don't know what else do you have to see to just be like, yo, if I just lock in, right, and understand this for what it is, I can get the same exact results. You just got to believe it, man. Just got to believe it. Facts is why I joined. Been very uncomfortable, ready to lock in. Yeah, sometimes you just got to take that leap. You got to take that leap and get involved. Get involved. Get around the winners. Do whatever you can to get around the winners and pick their brain and, make it happen. All right, you're going to get a closure here, 30-minute closure. So our closure as well here. So, yeah, this actually doesn't look too bad. 4 hours still kind of hanging down here, trying to move bearish, I think. The 1 hour is going to close. We broke the highs there. We never closed back above 64. You're kind of getting this slight 1 hour like celery play. 30 possibly giving us resistance. 15, is all right. It's not the greatest. I think 915 could be a really good play here. So let's let the 1 hour create a better top wick, like on this next candle. We might be looking at this 1 hour celery, but the way I want to take it is off the 15, right? So getting like some sort of a 15-minute celery that looks something like this. So we get some time to give that 1 hour candle a top wick, and then the 15 celery like that, right at 9:15 as the volume comes in, and then boom on the break of the lows there. So that'll be pretty good. So give it a few minutes, because again, the 1 hour has to open up here too and do its thing as well. So if we break the highs too, it's not even that bad. I think 9:15, 9:30 probably the best time to take positions here today. What up, Martin? And then what prop size accounts? I use 50Ks with instant fundeds, and I use 100Ks with like Top Step XFAs. Think I'm doing something wrong? It's red on my yeah. Hey, look, in the beginning of my trading days, this whole thing was red. It went from red to green, but it took a lot of attempts and a lot of chart time. And a lot of just admitting that, like, all right, you're trying to do it your own way. Why not just follow the plan? Like, I get it. I get it. I get it all. Like, I've done it all. I've also done those things, for probably longer than I should have, right? Like my like learning phase was like 3 years of just not making adjustments when I should have, or just getting caught up just trying to make a whole bunch of money and stuff and blowing through certain accounts. So I completely understand, like, when people are struggling, but I'm saying I kinda, like, I don't want to say, yo, I got the answers, but like I kinda do. So love seeing more and more green on my calendar. Let's go, Adam. It's a clubhouse thing, you know? It's a clubhouse thing. It's a clubhouse thing.
It's a clubhouse thing. Let's go.
Hey, honestly, can anyone give me a red P&L in the clubhouse, and you can actually say you've like committed to the clubhouse? Can anyone actually throw me up like a very heavily red, like monthly P&L like this? I'm interested in that. I'm interested in hearing that. New here, welcome. We just use a pretty simple price action strategy. I don't think there's a name to it or anything like that. Price action, candlesticks, and ranges. That's pretty much what we trade. I hear nothing but crickets. Best I can give you is today. Oh, snap. Can I show you one from months ago? But not anymore. Beautiful. Hey, that's the point of the clubhouse. That's the point. Okay, this one's got some good enough red in it. 3 days, so okay, this one's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, look, you're gonna lose some trades too. You're gonna lose some trades.
Definitely, you'll be more green than red.
Yeah. Anyone all red? If you're all red, then there's an issue. There's something that you're not understanding. But we want to help you understand it. So there's a name for it, the clubhouse strat. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh my God, how much attention would we draw if we just started naming it the clubhouse strat? The clubhouse strat, man. If that went viral, that'd be crazy. That'd go crazy. It's not. 500K prop firm account. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. You know, I found that I work best. Believe it or not, I don't know. It's weird the way things work sometimes, but I think I just work best on a 100K account. You know, I've gone up to 200K, 300K. Even 50K. Like, I don't know. There's just a sweet spot at 100K for me. I feel like I just perform the best there, but you know, it's probably just all in my mind. He said, I don't know what red looks like anymore. I used to cut trades early, but then I took one trade on my own. Internet quaked. Oh, man. Oh, you're up. You were up. The internet quaked and you actually made money. Wow. Let's go, Richard. Putting in the work, baby. Putting in the work. Took a big loss, too, but see how it didn't damage anything here? You know, obviously it takes 1.6K away, right? I mean, that's the obvious, right? But notice how it was still fine. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the playbook, the system itself can handle these losses. It's the trader that can't handle the loss. So they go dig themselves in a deeper hole. You know, you got to understand the playbook's going to be able to handle that. No problem. You'll get it back. It's just when you go back into, you know, your emotional mode where you get emotionally hijacked and then you start taking random trades, you know, here's what I was famous for. I would make sure it was like a onion breakout or celery, but I'd go down to the 5 minute or the 1 minute and I'd justify, you know, but look, and there's nothing wrong with those time frames. I personally just have not collected enough data down there to perform well, right? So someone else who has collected that data can perform well, right? But I would go down there and I would just say, you know, I'm gonna take a playbook setup on the lower time frame to justify my revenge trading, and man, that would just milk my pockets, literally week after week after week. It was wild. So, you know, I stopped doing all that. Nah, this is wild here. 30 grand. Oh man. Yeah, see, like, I mean, this is a guy who's been in the hunt. This isn't a guy who just got started. He's seen ups, he's seen downs. He worked his way, you know. He didn't complain. He didn't do any of that, at least from what I heard. Maybe his wife heard him complain a couple times, but that's all right. That's all right. My wife heard me complain a couple times too, but at least he kept his mouth shut and his head down and just kept on getting better, right? JDZ, I'm sure the P&L didn't look like this, 4 months ago, right? A little bit of struggle there, but struggle is the only way to grow, my friends. Struggle is the way sometimes. So beautiful performance, man. Congrats. Just telling my wife about it. You're red, Aaron. Let's take a look at those trades, brother. Let's look at the trades. Let's see, take advantage. I'm not sure if you're in Asian session, but let's take advantage of the time, that we got here. Send some trades in, ask some questions. Let's give you some feedback, you know what I mean? So that way you can have something to either adjust or wrap your head around. Maybe there's something that you're missing. Maybe it's obvious to me, but not as obvious to you, right? So don't be afraid to ask questions. That's why you're in the clubhouse, to get better, so use us to your advantage. Applying the playbook, but still having a problem jumping in many trades without results and some losses. What can I do? Yeah, you're probably doing what I did, where you would go down to a lower time frame and you'd still take the playbook, right? And you'd say, yeah, I'm still taking the playbook, but it might not be on the time frames that we understand or that we normally trade on, or maybe it's not during the hours, right? The higher volume time. You guys see how I take trades around the same time every day, right? 9:15, 9:30, London Open, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45 in Asian session, right? So it's like you want to be around these high volume times. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of this trading, especially these counter trend trades or whatnot, it's a lot to do with timing and precision, so if you don't understand that, if you try and get this counter trend trade, but it's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, right? Chances are it could be a playbook position, but it's not going to work out, right? Because there's no volume and stuff. So there could be so many ways that you could be dropping the ball, but we don't know unless you bring it up, unless you ask the question, so we can kind of help you and direct you a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, cool. We're coming, by the way, real quick update. So we're coming back up to 83. So remember the two setups I was interested in here today, right? The first one would have been if we got a resistance here, right? And then maybe take the sells coming down, right? That didn't happen. The second one was an even better one, right? If we can move up towards 83, which we're doing now, maybe even get a fake out at 83, and then as 9:30 rolls around, right? We said these exact words during the breakdown here today, that we would get something like that, and then we can take a bigger sell to move down at 9:30. So that's it. Plan has not changed at all. Same plan. Let's draw a little box over here. Here we go. Perfect. I think we can get rid of this guy here now too. And this probably should be more so here. And yep, that's perfect. Let's see. Was able to get a 10K funded account. Many times when it comes to the 50K, I lost. Why? Your relationship with money. 50K is probably like a whoa. Like that's a lot of money. So with 10K, you might be used to playing at that level, and your relationship with money, right, is more so probably at 10K than it is at 50. So maybe the 50 kind of gets you a little anxious, like the numbers are a little bit too big for what you're used to seeing, so you don't perform as well there. So money is energy, and you got to align with it, right? So right now maybe you're comfortable seeing the numbers at 10K, but as you develop yourself and get your money up and stuff, you'll begin to operate better at those higher levels. And sometimes you just got to go all in. Sometimes if you want to play at that level, you just got to play at that level. You know, that's the way I see it sometimes on my live account now. As you guys can see, you know, lately, more so recently, I've been going, or really over the last couple of years from the live stream, I've went from a couple $100 a day to $1,000 a day to, you know, $1,500 to $2,000 a day, I'd say, for most of the year this year. And, you know, very recently over the last like month and a half, you know, I've had 5K days, 7K days, 10K days, right? So you kind of ease your way up, you know, and push your way into it. You don't just go from $500 days to $5,000 days. It'll shake you up. You're just not used to seeing those numbers. So it's a progression, you know, it's a progression. And again, if you want to play at that level, you got to play at that level. So I made a decision. I said, hey, I want to play at that 5K level, right? So I'm willing to risk, you know, on, let's say on my live accounts, like, I'm willing to risk $5,000, you know, on a trade if I truly believe in it, you know, and the stops are good, and, you know, I want to make $5,000, risk 5 to make 5, you know. And if you're ready to play at that level, you just got to go, you know. As long as you have the capital and the account to handle it, you just got to go. You just got to go. Double the account. I mean, it's so easy to double a demo account. You know what I mean? It's so easy. Like, I wouldn't even recommend trading a demo account ever. Unless you're trying to like collect data on like a setup, right? Like, let's say you're trying to collect data. So let's say you hear me talk about the onion, right? The onion, the buy off support or the sell off resistance, right? Or something like that, right? And you hear me talk about this, and you know, you watch the stream for like a week or two, and you see us take this multiple times and, you know, win on it a bunch, right? This position right here. If you want to go on a demo account and just sample size that and take the trade and just collect the data, like, I don't see anything wrong with that real quick, but you know, you shouldn't really be trading on a demo account if you're trying to learn how to trade, you know what I'm saying? So to get familiar with a setup is one thing, but to try and figure this trading thing out is just going to be very misleading and misguiding. I think it's better to focus on percentage than thinking about the money you can make. Guess what? I think it's better not to think about both. What I think is best is just to play the market for what it is, right? So that means if we take a sell here, I can care less. I'll be honest. I can care less how much money I make, how much percentage I make. All I'm doing is selling right into that support, closing partials, moving stops to break even, and letting the rest run every time. Doesn't matter to me how much money there is, how much percentage is there. It doesn't matter. You know, all that matters is that I'm playing the price action in front of me to the best of my ability. And that's what keeps me profitable. So I don't really have many money goals or percentage goals, and none of that. I just have goals to play the market the best I can for what it is that day. How many cookies are 10 pips? Hey, you tell me. You're the cookie monster. Do I use affirmations? Pretty much. Without even thinking about it sometimes. I've been using affirmations since for over 12 years now. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, the demo account can't activate any emotions. It can't at all, you know. So that's why you can flip accounts, right? That's why you're like, hey, you know what? I'm 5 lots in, but, you know, the trade's not playing out just yet. I don't know. Let me go to sleep and see how it plays out in the morning. Like, you would never do that, ever, with your own capital involved, right? Or your funded account on the line, or any of that stuff. All right, let's see. Does what do you risk? Does your confidence vary with setups? Not really, because I track all my trades, so I don't even need to be confident. It doesn't matter. My confidence really doesn't even matter at all. All that matters is the data, right? So what I do is I just trade this data right here. So this is the performance over like the year, and this is all I stick to. So when I'm in a fade and I look over here and I go, you know what? I've taken this trade 24 times. It's got a 92% win rate. I don't hold them too long. So when I get my, when I get my profits, right? Let me get out. It's usually average hold times 4 minutes, and that's it. This is what gives me any confidence whatsoever. I know that the trade, the win or loss, is not due to me anyway. It's just due to me following this plan, or this execution of this plan here, right? So when I look at a breakout, I go, okay, I got a 78% win rate over 58 trades. Usually hold them for about 10 minutes. Let's see how this one could work out, right? Look, 7, almost 8 out of 10 times it works out. If it doesn't work out for me today, it is what it is. I'll take a loss. I'll take a splash of red. It's no big deal, right? And I just trade the data. That's it. So if you could just learn to trade your data and just remove yourself from the equation, because you are the only variable here, right? The playbook works, the market works, you are the one that's the variable. So, and just like I was, right? So the job is to get yourself out of the way, right? So if you can get yourself out of the way, your results will start to really get better and better and better. And then you're like, wow, this is what I've been missing. And here he comes. How are you, buddy? Top of the morning, grand rising. You want to say hi to everyone? All right. The King Man want to say hi. Say hi, everyone.
Da.
Say hi, everyone.
How you doing, champ?
Let's see.
How you doing?
Wave
How
to the
you
camera.
doing?
Smile for the camera. Do a big wave. Good. You gonna call a trade? Give him a gem, brother.
How
Give him
you,
some.
man? I forgot I'm not on
Hey,
YouTube.
bro.
Dang.
There you go.
What's going on, champ?
There you go. You guys heard that? I hope you didn't miss that.
What's popping?
First gem. Okay, you good?
There he is.
You got it off? Got it off your chest? Yeah? Okay, good. Come on. Why don't you grab that? And then here you go. Okay, close the office door. Okay, I'll see you later. Peace. All right, and he's out. The boss was checking up on me, making sure I'm working. See ya. See ya.
Man, what a blessing.
Imagine if I wasn't working. Imagine if I was just messing around here. Whew.
Yo, we got James in the house.
Johnny Gems.
James.
I can't see
JG.
when I got someone up here. I can't see. Did Johnny Gems just get here? Or has he been here?
No. Well, I don't know. I mean, I was looking for him. It's like, where's he at?
Johnny
And
Jemski.
I'm sure he's been patiently waiting.
Hey, Maverick. What, buddy?
Yo, what's good, boys?
What up, Johnny Gems?
Life
poppin'?
is good, bro. How about you?
Hey, Rafi. Feeling great, bro. Feeling grateful, man. Honestly, blessed to be here. How you guys feeling?
Same, bro. Blessed. Another day.
Sir. Blessed and highly favored. Y'all know the vibes.
Sheesh, the whole fam's here. The kids are here. Uncle John's here. I feel like it's like a family barbecue now. What's poppin',
Let me
Johnny
get a couple
Gems?
Burgers and some steaks, G.
How are you, bud?
What's up,
How
my
are
man?
you?
I'm amazing, bro. Blessed and highly favored. How you doing?
Great, brother. Better now that you're here.
Likewise, bro.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a blessed session.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bags are already pretty full, but we here. We put in
Bags
the
are
work and still.
super full, bro. Super full.
Exactly.
I think I'm sitting $5,200 in profits from Asian last night across all accounts.
Savage, bro.
Gucci.
I'm up like a G today. Not as good as that, bro.
Hey, not bad. Up $1,000
Not
today.
bad.
Sheesh.
It's
We'll
not.
take
I
that.
can't complain, bro.
That's true. That's true. All right, we got a nice tap there on 83. So that's lovely. This could be setting up here for 930. Could be setting up.
$9.30 cheat code coming up. Yo, what's up, chat? It's poppin', fam. How y'all feeling? Let's get this practicing.
Let's get the practice. Let's get the reps in, baby.
Let's do it.
I bet off camera you fight like crazy. Yeah. Yesterday, me and John, we don't even talk to each other outside of this. We're like, yo, don't talk. We have a written agreement now. We're like, don't ever talk to me again, unless it's like what is that thing called? It's like protection. What protection? Like you can't come anywhere near me. Order of protection. Don't come anywhere near me unless it's around TTE. Unless it's at a stream, I never want to see you again.
Yeah, that's how me and Nick. That's our relationship. Me and Nick. We work strictly only through TT.
We don't talk at all outside of this stuff, man.
Yeah. Outside TT.
Restraining order.
That's all we can talk about, honestly. Just pips, bro.
That's it. He has this. Yeah. We print them out a script to read every day. Yup. Got an NDA going on over here.
Yeah, bro.
Best lot size for a 10K account. I don't think there really is a best one, but because look, I mean, your stop loss determines everything, right? Stop loss. So how many pips is it, right? So it depends on how many pips that stop loss really is, because if you have let's say a 10 pip stop, then you could probably up your size, right? Your lot size or your contract size. But if you have, let's say, a 45 pip stop, right, you may have to lower that. So I think more so I would try and get a dollar amount, and I would say, hey, you know what? I'm willing to risk, right, this amount. You know, whatever that amount is, try and stick to that no matter the trade. So whether it's a 10 pip trade or a 10 pip stop loss or a 45 pip stop, try and use this same amount in here. Let's just call it $100, right? Try and use 100 no matter what. So that means if you have to lower your lot size due to the 45 pip stop, it's okay. You know, just try and keep your risk around $100, right? And if, let's say, if you only have a 10 pip stop, that means you could probably up the lot size to risk $100. So yeah, I would just go by that. You know, I would use that method a little bit more than just a, actual like strict, what do they call it? Lot size. Fixed lot size. Yeah,
bro.
Yep, that's one thing I learned a lot is, really on the stream too, like my time trading on the stream. I didn't really know that before we started trading publicly too, but like that was one thing that we made adjustments on, which was a lot of like we used to keep like fixed lot sizes and stuff like that. Yep. And throughout our time trading, we adapted a little bit and started paying more attention to the conditions and adjusting per trade. And I don't really do the fixed lot thing too much anymore. It's more so like an amount that I want to risk, and I kind of stick to that amount. It's like that amount ish, you know what I mean? Like I'll bend it one way or the other, but somewhere around a certain amount. For me, it's like on funded accounts, it's like 800 to 1,000. That's a little heavy too, but that's just how I like to do it.
That's how it should be, honestly. Everyone should find like an amount within their capital that they're legit cool with, investing and risking and losing, and just sticking with that.
Yep. Because again, going back to our relationship with money, our relationship with risk, where one could like just easily not care about $1,000 in drawdown, another person may, be like extremely anxious in that same situation. So everyone, I could say, hey, risk 10 lots, you know what I mean? And that might scare the daylights out of you, right? So that means when you get into a trade, your heart's going to be pounding, your stomach's going to be hurting. Like, you know, you're not going to be able to handle that trade properly. So, you know, take the same similar trades, but the risk is on you. You know, you have to, that's a personal thing that you have to deal with, because it's nice to say, hey, I'm going to go 10, but then once that drawdown comes around, it's not as nice. You know, everyone would love to go into, everyone loves going heavy and being in profits, but can you handle the drawdown and the potential loss if that comes at you too? So you just got to find your, you know, happy medium with money and risk and go from there. You know, you can grow it too over time. So
that's facts, man.
Yeah,
it should grow. You know, as your account grows, your risk should grow too.
It should.
With it.
It should.
And
yeah,
also will grow with belief systems. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see that, for example, like you have a setup that you know that you are dominating every time, and your data says that that's the best setup that you have, then your internal groove will tell you, yeah, you know, let's do this, because you know that if it doesn't play out, it will play out over time. So just kind of like you start creating that neural pathway that's going to help you to trust a little more.
Facts, bro.
Exactly.
Because you start to earn your size, like, you know, like you earn it. You earn increasing your risk by trading extremely well. You know, so you have to, in order to get all the good things that comes with like increasing your size, you got to trade well, right? So it's like proving that you can trade well first, and then increasing the size.
Yeah, it's a thermostat, you know, and if you don't understand that, go to the gym. You know, it's similar. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have been working with a, you know, set, let's say, you know, this just random number, you've been lifting 45 pounds, right? And you've been doing it for a long time. And you know that you can lift the 45. One day you're going to say, I'm going to go with the 55 today. And you will be able to do it. You're going to go with the 50. You will be able to do it because you've been doing the 45. So you know that you can. So it's similar to this, you know, it's a thing of beliefs. Self-affirmation, and then, you know, being able to trust that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. Like, and like I say, when it's time, you got to jump into that level up. You know, like when it's time to play at that level, you got to play at that level. Real quick, we got a closure coming up, so potential sells here on the break of the lows. So the previous candle stops are going to be 168 pips. So what we're looking for is very similar to the Asian session trade, is to keep it very tight here. So if a small lower wick here, and then a small top wick, and then that's the position. Yeah, it'll be risky. It'll be risky for sure. With a tight current candle stop, but that's your only option here. So if we're gonna take that, that's gonna be the vibe. If we close a no wick, we can't do it. If we leave a wick, we're golden. We're golden on Goldie. Okay. Well, there's a 45 pip drop in the first second. Let's see if we can come up and make a top wick. Yeah, and all that has to do with, you know, your background, your upbringing, how much money you make, how much money your parents brought in when you were a kid. It's crazy. The lifestyle you lived. Man, 83 pip stops. I'm not taking this trade, but you know, if you guys are trying to take this, then break of the lows, 101 pip current candle stops, but you got 129 pip TP, so it should work out. It's just not worth it for me today, but best of luck.
Just use the previous candle stops. They're like 230 pips.
There you go. There you go.
Oh man.
Were we friends before trading? Me and John, me and John are brothers, so we're actually brothers. So we grew up in the same household, and then Rafi we met through trading. Yep, through the YouTube live streams, and he's been around ever since, man. Ever since he came and never left, and we hit it off. Started developing a friendship right away. You know, on that one-on-one call.
Yeah, bro, that was sick. That one-on-one call, yeah.
Rafi, the top G.
So this should work, right? So if we re-break these lows, it should work, gang. But the issue is the stops are 150 pips. So for me today, it's not worth it. It's not worth the risk on my end when I already have so much profit on the day. it's just not worth it. So if this was like any other day where this stop was like 30 pips, you already know like we're in that, but just today not worth it. But if you guys are in it, it looks pretty good. Entry on the break of the lows looks fire. TP down at 40.49 looks pretty good, and yeah, full TP at 36. Full TP at 36. Maybe I'll get an MGC. I don't know, for the hell of it. Go like one. How much is one MGC? $1?
$1.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just watch it. But yeah, looks like a good trade to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, no stops. No need for stops. I mean, if you go MGC, you're like risking $200. I mean, you're keeping previous candle stops. Like, that's pretty good. You can enter on the flip too. Yeah. I think the break of the low is better because the candle flipped already multiple times and still hasn't broke the low. So I would probably use the break of the low. Or not probably, definitely. I would definitely use the break of the low.
Yo, when you're taking on that MGC, is the fee the same or is different?
I think it's a little higher, right? They charge you a little extra fee.
Yeah, like $3 extra.
Yeah.
It's like
so it's like
$6 instead of
six.
$3.
Oh, okay. Why is that? That's weird.
Right,
because you're taking
like
more, like in a way. No, because like you would be taking more, right? So like 1 GC compared to 10 MGCs, so you're taking more contracts out when you're down there on that smaller position.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
So they want to charge you more, yeah.
I'm never going to the MGC. I know you guys do that.
Yeah. Only during these times, bro.
I'd rather stay out, bro.
Yeah.
I used to be like 50 pips is the max. I'm not going anything after that. Now it's like, okay, more than 100, nah, bro. Don't go more than 100. So I have to sit out, and that's okay.
Yeah. Literally, there's no harm in sitting out. Literally, nothing bad can happen to your trading account as you just don't participate. You know, so that's the best thing to do when you aren't like too sure about a trade, you know, or aren't really convinced to get in. So I like that you say stay out.
Stay away. Sitting this one out? Yeah, good idea. Yeah, me too. London session, we had 45 pip stops. Very nice. That was like our either Asian or New York trade too the other day. We had 50 pip stops. Like the trade we took yesterday in New York session. Was that yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. I forget. We didn't have, we used a support as our stop loss, but we only had like 50 pip stops.
Yeah.
Buy or sell? Depends on when you're looking to press the button. Probably when you asked buy, that was probably a couple seconds ago, but maybe now sell. I don't know. The Asian trades? Yes. Asian London trades. This was the Asian trade. So pretty simple. So you had this massive move down, right? It just melted yesterday. Some guys took the buys. I know John took the buys. A few people took the buys on the way up. I wasn't looking for the longs there yesterday. I just wanted to wait for resistance. So once we got this guy, we entered on that next candle. And that was it. That was it. Filled the wick in like literally like four seconds. Pulled back up and then just started melting. And then we continued. I think we continued down a little bit into this wick, and then that was it. We started popping up from there. The London trade, I don't think I have it. Yeah, if one of you guys want to send it in the Zoom chat, I'll take a look. I mean, I got it on my phone, but not on the...
London, man. Shout out London. London's got that clean price action. Beautiful setups in London, chat. Everyone who took those pips in London, great job.
Yeah, that was a good trade.
Goldie right back up.
Goldie up, baby. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, you have no bottom wick here either. You know, very little bottom wick too, so. Why am I hiding my balance? I didn't think anyone wanted to see it. You want to see it? 3,700. 3,700, brother. Show you all my trades. Whatever you want, brother. Whatever you want. It's y'all's world. I'm just living in it. That's it. Do I think the trend is over? I don't know. I don't think too much. I just watch. So I think we can, I think we filled the wick here. So that might be it for this little move down, but it all depends now. If the 4 hour can remain below here, then most likely we'll continue moving down. But if we do close back above, then very high chance we range now until the end of the day. You know, we get a 4 hour range, and that'll be perfect, man, because now you got clean range coming down, all clean range moving up. So we want a little range here. It's expected. It's expected. Would love to show you my other balances while I'm at it. Is that cool? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Why is this set up when all the other time frames are bullish? I mean, you talking about this 930 setup here? Because we're bearish mainly, right? Daily can still continue moving down. 4 hour was moving down, right? It was kind of like sitting right here at that point. Potentially continue to move down. 1 hour had given us, you know, the pullback that we wanted. 30-minute had given us the rejection here as well. 15-minute gave us the resistance. So that was it. I'm not too bullish today. I'm not really looking for buys today. I'm not looking for buys. It all depends on the 4 hour. You know, if the 4 hour can close back above the range, that's when I'll probably get a little bit more bullish. But until then, no buys for me. What up, Green? There he is.
Green.
Greenery.
What's going on, brother?
How are you? Imagine getting activated on the sells. Ooh, yeah, that would have been tough. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh my God, I'm sure a lot of sellers though. But this opened up in like 1 minute, moved down. So who knows? Maybe people stayed out. I hope so. After what balance you get paid out? I don't know. I don't even know. I think that differs depending on what company you're with and how much profit you got and how much percentage you can take, you know. So all these companies have these all stupid different rules and whatnot, so it just depends. Let's see. What up, Chatty? How we feeling? Did we take any trade? No, not in the New York session. Nope. Asian and London, and that was pretty much it so far. You take anything in New York, John?
No, nothing. Nope.
You got in there and melted, bro.
Yeah. Gold just melted.
We were waiting for it, bro, and it was looking good, and just.
I know, I seen that. Man,
should have gotten Should have gotten this guy right here.
Right, I know. We needed it there, bro.
This was pretty clean right
you
here.
Had that.
But that was before the session. That 1 hour celery right there.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was trying to scalp it though off the 15 and 30 minute.
Yeah, it was tough on the 15.
Yeah, because 15 minute, 30 minutes had supports there, you know, so.
Yep.
All good.
Yeet.
Had the right idea.
Nice push on the 1 hour candle here. 1 hour needs a retracement anyway, so. Yesterday was amazing. I think it was like 12 hours straight, just bleeder. What up, futures lower? It's good. It's good. Yeah, gold. Let's see. There you go. 5 minute range filled. Yeah, I'm not interested in these buys at all. At all. But 4 hour coming back up here now. So we're moving bullish. A big closure coming up in 16 minutes on the 4 hour time frame. Took the London setup in the clubhouse. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a nice trade. Yep. A 30 minute. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, I wasn't interested at all. I drew up my plan this morning, and that's all I'm looking for. Yeah, that same plan. So nothing's really changed for me, right? I was either looking for sells here or potential sells here. That was it. I wasn't looking for any buys here today. Most days I'm open for buys and sells. Today I just really wasn't.
Kind of like Asian last night.
Yeah, even Asian last night. Wasn't into the buys at all. They look beautiful too. Look at this. This was a buy position in Asian last night. But I didn't want any buys really at all.
Left the gem right there, Chad. Stick to your moves. Commit to your moves only.
Yeah, like I feel like 99% of days I'm open for both buys and sells, but there are certain days like yesterday, you know, and today right now where it's just one direction. That's it.
Yeah, man. You got to take a trade you're comfortable in taking. Those are the only trades you got to take, really.
Yeah.
When you know the trade you want, when you know the move you want, like any other move is literally just noise, really.
It's kind of like that reel that I just posted. Yeah, we posted on TT Profits. If you guys didn't see that reel, it's like that's what, you know, the disciplined trader will do, right? The disciplined trader will draw up his plan, and then he will stick to that plan, right? No matter what. Everything else in between is simply just noise, like John said.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love it.
Yeah, go check out this channel right here. If you guys aren't following my personal page, which is right there, or the TT Profits page, come check this out. A lot of gems, pretty much every trade we take here on the New York stream, and yeah.
It's definitely a trait and a habit of a professional trader, right? Delayed gratification. You know, letting average plays go, you know, and waiting for the really good plays, the better plays. So
Yep.
Why go for good when there's great? And honestly, I love it.
Yes, sir.
It just shows us like we can let like okay setups go. Like we don't have to take those okay setups. We can always just wait for the ones that we want, you know.
That's it. That's trading.
Exactly.
Hey, Johnny Gems and Rafi made it to the page here too.
Yeah.
Let's go. W.
See that, bro? That's awesome.
Let's get it. But I think it was it this one? Yeah, it was the most recent one I was talking about. This one right here, too. Go check that one out. Why am I on MGC?
I don't know.
There we go. There's my markups.
The stop loss is
So,
like 300 pips.
I'm still looking for fake outs at 83. You know, like nothing has really changed.
Yeah.
Still looking for fake outs at 83. That might change when the 4-hour candle closes, right? I mean, if it closes back in the range, the day's probably chalked. But if it remains below, I'm still looking. Yeah, and especially on a day like today, like you've earned the right to be picky. You know, every day you should be pretty picky, but today you've earned that right. You know, especially if your bags are filled up. I mean, all my top 1 accounts are filled. My top step accounts are all in profits, right? So you earn the right today to, you know, do whatever you want, pretty much. Do whatever you want, right? I don't have one account where it's not up in green, and now I could be picky. You know, I pretty much put myself in a position to not need to take a trade here today.
How much is enough, man? You know, like
that's the thing
we can
too.
always like just
There's
keep trading and just keep making more money or losing money. You know,
right?
It's finding your bag and being satisfied and coming back tomorrow, right?
Because there's never enough, like ever. So you will just keep going and keep going and keep going if you can't, you know, get your head wrapped around what's happening.
That's why we need a system to guide us, bro. Because we can get lost here for real.
What's my monthly per 1 account? P&L wise, you talking about? P&L, so on Top Step right now it's 12 grand or 13 or something like that. Yeah, almost 14. Ooh, look at my RR on this account, by the way. I'm telling you, I'm angry. I'm angry. You're looking at a madman. Damn, almost 2R here. Okay. Yeah, been a great little journey here on these 2 accounts. Been a fun time. Took a little dip the other day. Had a $2,900 loss. Got it right back. Check this day out. This is wild. This was yesterday. $2,900 loss right here, and then a $5,600 win. If that ain't bossed up, I don't know what bossed up is. I didn't even lower the lot. You see that? 5 contracts. See, like, you can't be scared to jump back into a trade, you know, or it wasn't a revenge trade either, because you see this is October 20th. This is October 21st. So it was just another great trade that I believed in, that I said, hey, you know what? I'm not a softie, man. I like this trade. This is a plus setup, and the last one was too, and I had to, you know, bite a bullet, but this one is too here, and I'm going to go for it. And look at that. So that same day, you know, got it right back, plus over $2,000 in profit that very next day. So you can't be afraid, man. You can't be scared. Just got to trade the data, trade the emotions. But yeah, that was pretty much the only hit I took. Other than that, pretty good.
You mess with your probabilities by doing that, you know? Like, you can mess with your probabilities by doing that, by sizing down and stuff after losses.
Yeah. Now
like,
look,
this setup, what's different from the last setup? This setup still has a 75-80% win rate.
Exactly.
Why are we sizing down, you know?
It's that, exactly. It's just that you're quaking, you know?
Exactly.
You're like I talked about on one of the Instagram posts too, you're no longer at a 10, right? So if you came in all pumped up at a 10, like, yeah, I can't wait to take a trade today, and then you go ahead and take that $2,900 loss, your smile turns into a frown, and then you go from a 10 to a freaking 3, and then that next beautiful trade comes about, and you're like, I'm not going 5, I'm only going 1 on that, you know, and then you barely even get the. So you see how you know, this data will separate the logical trader with the emotional trader. The emotional trader won't know how to bounce back from that. They'll think it's like the end of the world, right? Instead, you know, the calm, cool, composed, logical trader is just gonna look at that very next setup and look, if the next setup wasn't a A plus, whatever we're calling it, like a high risk, high reward trade, then I wouldn't have went 5. I would have went 2 or 3 or whatever that setup would have called for. But if that very next setup calls for my higher level of risk, I'm not going to be afraid to put that risk on with that probability in my favor. So where your smile turns into a frown, my smile just stays smiling. You know what I'm saying? Just stays smiling all the way through. Trading probabilities, baby.
Thanks, bro.
So you need to turn that frown upside down, my friend, and get back in the game. Get back in the game. All right? So try not to get emotionally hijacked and, start to act all weird after you take a loss. It's no biggie. No biggie.
Trade the system, not the P&L, for real.
Yeah, other than that, it's just been like 1 trade, 2 trade, 1 trade, 1 trade, 1 trade, 1 trade, 1 trade, 3 trades, 8 trades here, 2 trades. So just been like 1 to 2 trades. That's it. Yeah, 2, 3 trades. And this trading, Asian, pre-New York and New York sesh. If we can choose what we do, does that mean we can full margin profits? Of course. Of course, the ball's in your court. You are the boss. Now that could be a good thing for some. It could be a bad thing for others. That's on you. Who you gonna be? Is this the London trade? Yeah? No? Oh, forex. Yeah, that's good. I like this. I like it. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. Nice little onion. That's what you want. A nice exhaustion wick to the downside, clean support, nice lower wick, break of the previous candle highs, taking some partials right at that resistance level, and then just letting the rest run. Yeah, maybe even taking a little bit more partials at that wick fill, and that's it. That's a lovely trade right there. Perfecto.
Basic market structure.
Yep. Who was that? Chicha. Chick-ching. You should rename yourself Chick-ching.
I agree.
It's funny, right, J-Mac? It's funny. Let's see. I'm a little behind on the Clubhouse chat here. I get lost in the Clubhouse chat because there's just so many other conversations going on, so it I get lost in it.
Chatting it up.
Oh, TK, let's go. Where are you going? Oh, visit. Oh, yes, visit the grandparents. That's right. Have fun, bro. Have fun. My guy's always on a plane.
TK. Safe travels. Have a great flight.
Yeah, man. Enjoy. Oh, snap. Yo, you guys are hilarious. That's so funny. That's so funny.
That's for real, some of y'all. Hilarious.
I'd be like, yo, guys, this looks really good. We got 40 seconds. The cells are starting to look money, huh?
40 seconds.
You guys got me on the headphones in your ear or something.
Yeah. When you're in this position for an open of a session, you're screwed.
I'm done. You closed your eyes for what you thought was 1.5 seconds, but really it was the entire 10 minutes of the trade, and then you're like, did they close partials already? Yeah, I'm done.
Nah, that's facts.
I'm done, bro. They closed partials
That's
already,
the worst feeling ever, chat.
Did he say buy stops?
Right.
The first one are they taking a trade? And then the second one was after you know, laid your head down for just a moment, and then seeing that the partials green, yo, what? That's
Shots.
funny.
Terrible to sleep right there.
That's hilarious. What time do we trade Asian in the clubhouse? Let me show you guys the clubhouse. By the way, is this picture not beautiful? I had to snag this from yesterday, post it on my story. Like, that's beautiful. That's just beautiful.
Yeah.
That's just beautiful. I had to. What are we doing again? Oh yeah, clubhouse schedule. Clubhouse schedule is right here.
That's the power of multiple funded accounts.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, literally, that is the power of having. But then again, you know, it's sometimes a little tricky too, trying to manage them.
You
all.
gotta earn it, bro.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not as easy as you think.
Yeah.
If you guys want to take a picture, screenshot, this is a clubhouse schedule here. Boom, boom, boom. Man, I thought today was Thursday.
It's really just another day, bro.
I thought tomorrow we were golfing though.
Damn, man. I wish.
The days tricked me.
Wednesday's really a delusion, though. Honestly, to me, it's just another day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Let me check in on the boys here.
Right.
A lot of money being made. 3,600. It's a new one that came in. 3,600, 3,800. Congratulations, more pips. Let's get it. Exit Strat coming in with another 5K. Literally after yesterday comes in with another 3,100. Like what? This guy's crazy. Louis G stacking XFAs. Christian, by the way, I totally forgot to congratulate you, bro. $9,400. That's life-changing money right there, man. So congratulations. Well earned too, by the way. This dude's been on the streams. Like I can't remember a day where like this guy's not on the stream. So, you know, it's only right. It's only right that you get paid, brother. So 9,400 is just the beginning. You know, definitely starting to move into that life-changing money. You know, 9,000, 10,000 a month is where you really start to see freedom, right? Being possible here. So congratulations, man. That's awesome. Isaac hitting another one, 2,200 with top one from yesterday. Congrats, Isaac. Shakes enjoying the live account. Rich, another one? My goodness, bro. Well, damn. That's awesome. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, everybody heard about the famous 50K payout. That's just too clean. This is really, forget about, you know, this is really the power of multiple prop firms or multiple, you know, funded accounts. I mean, look at that. Just look at it. Just look at it.
That man's a savage, bro.
Perfecto.
Bro locked in.
Bro locked it. Bro used 100% of his brain and just locked in. Straight up. Ditched the excuses and just said, I got to do this.
Definition of locked in.
Congrats, brother. Bro locked in. Hey, we said lock in or clock in. He must have heard those words and he was like, oh, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, nah, big W there. Yeah, congrats everyone getting these payouts. Let's go. Y'all killing it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nah, that was impressive. That was impressive. 50K? Not many people are making 50K. I don't even make, like, I've only made over 50K 1 month trading. 1 month, which was like, what was that, like three months ago? It was like a $68,000 month that I withdrew, but like that was my biggest trading month ever. So 50K is freaking impressive, man. Like for real.
From funded accounts too.
Yeah, from funded accounts too. I withdrew mine on a live account, right? And funded accounts even tougher.
That's just
so
gangster.
That's insane. That's legendary. Legendary.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, that should be goals for everyone. I mean, multiple funded accounts so we can have months like that.
Yeah, for real. You don't need many months like that to get ahead, trust me.
I mean, you gotta play your game too. You know, work up to it.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Isaac, just in at 9:59. And in breaking news, Isaac with another $4,500 payout. Whoa, W, he's showing off now. He's showing off.
Isaac's another
Isaac's
killer,
a
bro.
beast.
For real.
Bro, not bad for a college guy, eh? Not bad for college.
Dude, right? Dude, drop out of college, bro.
Lock in.
Nah, man, I ain't playing baseball no more, man.
Yeah, bro. If that's me, I'm dropping out of college, bro. For real.
Yeah, this trading thing, I'm in it.
Your professors aren't even making that much, man. Like,
the schedule, my bad. Yeah, you guys can screenshot the schedule here. So this is every day, Sunday through Friday, and this is all New York time. So if you're in the UK or in Asia, Australia, you know, just adjust the time, and that's the schedule right there. When am I going live again? We'll be live again on YouTube tomorrow morning, but in the clubhouse at what time? 8 p.m. Eastern, 7:45, or I'm sorry, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, Asian session. Yeah, 4 hour closed here, right? We get a 4 hour closure and we closed in the range, or no? No, we closed below. So yeah, I'm probably still for the most part bearish here. Probably gonna need some attempts up and all that, and then yeah, I would love to trade in this range here from 83 to 50 there. 53, crazy. 400 pip range, but you're probably gonna need the 4 hour candle. You're probably gonna range here for a bit. You know, you get a little range going right here. That gives the 4 hour candle enough time to make a high and a low, and then from that range is where I would probably look to take another setup. So some sort of a range in here, couple candles. Ideally, if you can pop up, you know, pop down, that'll create the highs and the lows on the 4 hour candle. And then once the breakout goes on, that's probably when the next move will pop off. So like this would be great if we could just boom, you know, come back and now begin our range. You know, that'll give us a 4 hour high. If we can get a nice little boom, right, break the lows, you get a 4 hour low, and then nothing closes outside the range, then we're going to be pretty good, right? So let price range a little bit, and then on the next breakouts, that's where you have perfect price action, right? Clean traffic to the left on both sides, and then you just wait on that breakout. So I don't know if that will happen, but ideally that's probably what we're looking for. We can wait for the breakout here, take the sells all the way down into, you know, these levels at 40.50, or take the breakout here, right, and then look to, you know, trade up in this clean range towards like 41.40. Yeah, pretty much. Locking in is better than getting locked up. Sometimes actually getting locked up changed my entire life, you know, so it just depends on your perspective. But locking in certainly took it to another level.
if you can lock in beforehand.
Yeah, if you can though.
But for real,
lock in before you get locked up. That would probably be the better plan.
That'd be the better plan.
Yeah,
but
I
Nick,
think you're right.
Bro. Honestly, something good could come out of it as well. So maybe get locked up. I don't know.
A good little punishment, you know, a good little prison time might not hurt you. Might not hurt you. Good little timeout.
Without prison, Nick, if it wasn't for you going to prison, bro, I don't know if we would be here.
Nah, I never went to prison though. I only went to jail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Boy didn't go to prison.
All right, still.
We didn't need to go to prison. Honestly, I just want to check out one day and one or 2 days in jail. And I'm like, all right, this is what it's like in here. I always watch the prison documentaries. I'm like, man, it would be pretty cool. Yo, that's why manifestation. I think I've been manifesting since I'm a kid. I'm like, it would be pretty cool to go to jail for like a week or two, and then next thing you know, I was in jail for a week or two. But it was one of the best opportunities for me, for real.
Nah, for real. Yeah, big difference, chat. My bad.
Yeah. Not even gonna lie. When I was younger, I watched those prison documentaries. I'd be like, man, it'd be pretty cool to go to jail for like, you know, a week or two, just to experience it. Oh man, too funny. When can we start withdrawing top one? At $3,000. It depends on what account you have, but I think $3,000. Yeah, they took away the 10-day minimum too on all those new accounts, which is lit. So if you guys don't have accounts with Top One yet, go get your accounts. They're 55% off, I think, and they have no like minimum trading days anymore. So it's pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, manifest the sell. Hey, look, Anna's here, right, Anna? Right, babe? Been manifesting.
What's good, Anna?
Hi, Anna. What's popping?
What's popping with it? How you doing? Hey, how are you?
What's the good word, Anna?
Prison TTE stream. Hey, if I promise, if I get locked up, we find a way to stream from prison. I don't know.
Bro, we run it. And when I open, we're still golden. You'll still get that Zoom link for Asian. No worries.
Regardless, you get that Zoom link. Regardless.
Don't come.
Later, Dan. Have a great day, brother. Good to see you, man. All right, let me get these made-up candles out of the way here. Yeah, cells could work. They could work here. It's a little tough, though. Maybe 30-minute closures. We are, yeah, that's right.
Everything's bullish.
Anna is a boss lady. Yeah, she is. She definitely is. Top One have FX accounts too? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I don't use their FX accounts though. I only use their futures. Yeah, code TT I think still gets you 55% off if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's still running for a little bit. Open the Zoom link and see that. Yo, that'd be hilarious. Hey guys, welcome in for another live stream. Whoa, who are you? Well, can I help you? I'm currently running my live stream.
That's funny.
Oh, gotcha. You just want to get some pips? I see. What's your definition of pips? Phone check, fool. Phone check. No. Pip and dip? Hey, that'd be a pip and dip session, eh? Code green. Green, send him the cash app, bro. Send him the cash app. Oh, it still does. Yeah, I think the 55% off is going for a little bit. Yeah. Top One futures is the one that I would probably recommend. I don't really trade too much forex anymore, especially like prop firms. So I would go with top1futures.com. And you can use code TTE there. I don't even know if we have a code on Forex anymore. I think we do, but I'm not even too sure. But futures is the way to go, especially if you want to like use the same platforms that I'm using and all that. This is the way to go. Yeah. If you guys aren't following TT_profits yet on Instagram, go follow this page here. I'm telling you, this is another like webinar in itself here. A lot of good gems, a lot of good examples of good trades too. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you can come follow me right here. Right here. What's my view on the next weeks? Honestly, I don't have one. I don't have a view. Yeah, I don't really think that long into it. I pretty much just really just looking at today, tomorrow.
I just see myself in the future doing exactly what we're doing now, just staying consistent and disciplined to the system.
Yeah, we'll probably be doing this in 2 weeks. Just same thing, focused on that day.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Anna was a mod. That's right. Oh yeah, got to be.
She's part of the mod squad.
She's part of the mod squad, baby.
Right.
Is there a penalty for breaching the consistency rule? Yeah, on Top Step. Oh, Top Step. I don't know. I think so. Top Step only has consistency rule on the combine, not on the eval. Yeah, if you break it with Top One, like I actually did break the consistency rule here on the 15th. So I was only actually I broke it on the 8th too. Crap. Yeah, so I broke it on the 15th. So now I just have to make a little bit more money to take a payout. Yeah, because I'm supposed to be under $600 per day. Which is honestly borderline stupid that we're even doing that, right? But it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, not everyone has capital and stuff like that to fund their own accounts yet, but it's just crazy. What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think we can see some melters here for a couple days for sure. Yeah, keep an eye on cryptos and stuff like that too. You know, you're gonna have some good buying opportunities, I'm sure, pretty soon. No minimum days. Can you break that plan? Can you break down that plan? Are you talking about for top one, or like no minimum days to get a payout? Johnny Jones, my bad. Let me make John the co-host. The co-host. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Hey, Dominic's gonna have to run the live streams. I'm gonna be like, TK, who's the longest lasting Clubhouse member right now? I'll call my one phone call from jail. Dominic, all right, get him up there. Get him on the stream. Get him to do a breakdown right now.
Dominic, you're the new boss, bro. You're on it.
You're up, brother. You're up. Louis G. Let's go. Congrats, bro. Congrats. Beautiful payout. Why didn't I look for the range 2 buys in the 15? It just wasn't my plan today. I had no plans to take buys at all. Yeah, I don't care for any of the counter trend moves today. I want to continue selling with price. I just wasn't into it today. Again, you know, this is why it's very important to take your trades, you know, like if you see a good trade, just because I'm not taking it, don't take it. I mean, I'm up over $5,000 in profit on the day. Plus, we haven't gotten a trend trade yet. You know what I mean? So I'm just, I'm staying out of buys. I'm not into them today at all. Any tips for the consistency rule? Yeah, just stay underneath it. That's all. Just, if it's 600, just stay below 600. The best you can. Just don't go over it. So that means, like, sometimes you guys ever see me, say, hey, like, this is the trade. We're going to look to take a sell here, and this is the stop loss, and this is the take profit, but I'm going to close right here, right, on my top one account. You ever hear me say that? That's because when I get to that point, my 600 is going to be hit. But that doesn't mean the trade's done, right? According to what I believe. So that's why a lot of times, like, once this trade hits 600, I'm out, right? And then I'll just let it run on my live accounts or my top step accounts, the accounts that don't have a consistency rule. So just follow it. That's my only tip. Good live accounts. I mean, I like Tradeovate. I like Taurus, pretty good. Dominion Markets is pretty good. It just depends if you're trading forex or futures. But yeah, I like Dominion Markets for like a forex broker. But if you can't use them, being that you're in the US, I would look to Toro Markets if you're trading forex. If you're trading futures, then I would just probably look with like Tradeovate. They're probably the most popular one. Yeah. That's how I use. So. Any change on the I don't think so, Norbin. I think this is good here, brother. I think there's no need for a fresh analysis because this is probably the best ranges right now. You have a new 4-hour candle. It made a high, it made a low. I think if you get a closure below here now on a lower time frame, ideally the 30-minute, the 15 did just close, but ideally probably the 30 here, right? Higher time frame, because the 30's been down here a little bit before. Notice right here, these wicks here. So the 30 could easily wick out and just close above, doing like a 15-minute fake out. So I'd probably wait for a 30 closure, and then you got a lot of range. It's like a 300 pip range here to move down in. And if you don't close below, then most likely you're gonna, you know, range up here for a little bit, which probably would be best. I would love to see that. Yeah, we're ranging right now too, by the way. Like, you know, if you look, we're just ranging here. You know, the bigger moves have happened, right? Bigger moves, bigger moves, bigger move, and we're just really ranging. Yeah. 15-minute sells, they're not bad. They're not bad. I'd probably wait on the 30 though. That 1 hour could continue moving up, but yeah, I'd probably wait on the 30. 30-minute closures below 83. Below 600 a day. Yeah, if you have a 50K account, you got to stay below 600. Yep. The sell in Asian? Nah, not really. We weren't really looking at the support. We wanted to see if we can fill the wick and then just tap down into that next range in Asian.
Yeah, another thing with these sells is the 1 hour is bullish as well. Like, gotta be careful with that.
The other thing too is I got pretty aggressive. So like, experienced traders are gonna get aggressive in these type of market conditions because we obviously know, right, the rally's going on. So like on a normal day, like I took this sell yesterday, right? But on a normal day, I probably would have stayed out. But sometimes when you're in a very, very volatile market, you're really only paying attention to what's happening right there, right? So you're kind of almost being blind to what's to the left because you're counting on all the volume coming in, right? So when we look at it this way now, right, now we go, okay, look, you know, you had a big move down. You had liquidity already grabbed down here. You know how many sellers are activated and stopped out down here? You have a bullish candle closure. You have a fresh closure below support. You have NY open, and then this thing just melted, right? So the experienced traders are going to catch on to the rallies, and they're going to milk the markets all day, like on a day. That's why we made so much money yesterday, right? 5,000 throughout like New York and all that, and then another 5,000 in Asian, you know? So it's like we just took advantage of it, right? Took advantage of the volatility, the volume, the wick fills, didn't really get too caught up with anything over here and just aimed for what we were looking for there. So that was, yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, chart time will help you get a little bit more aggressive and all that, but these are conditions where you're really not getting too caught up on things over here and you're just aiming for those wick fills and range fills and, you know, going about it like that with tight stops. Yeah, close above here so we can begin a range. I would love to range in here until Asian. I know that's a lot to ask for, but that would be awesome. What do you say, John? That'd be incredible.
Yeah, no, I mean, that would be awesome, bro. Yeah. Stay right where we're at.
Stay right there.
We got beautiful clean ranges to the upside and downside.
Has anyone ever won an account and got paid out? Oh, yeah. A lot of people. A lot of people. Yeah, that's why I appreciate you guys. You know, you guys win accounts and you don't just, I mean, some of you guys do, but some of you guys have actually got paid out and all that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what's going to happen here because the 4 hour time frame keeps rejecting out of that level, that resistance on the side, you know?
Yep.
4073. So power hour.
Yeah.
Power hour.
The tough 4 hour closure also that we got here, right? It's like a doji candle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
4 hour.
So not
tough.
only are we creeping towards the end of New York session, but the 4 hour candle doesn't help us here either, you know, with the information it gives us.
Let me
That's another reason everything's like
Yeah. Payout gain to the bank account. Nice. Yeah, I see top one 24-hour like payouts again. Probably not for everyone, but I know that they're trying to make that, you know, the normal again. Just joined the clubhouse. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. W. Let's get it. Let's lock in, baby.
Locking or clocking? Welcome.
Yes, front page body. I think if you still have the older accounts, like before they did that, before they got rid of the 10-day, then yeah, you probably have to go 5 more days. No plans to buy? No plans on my end to buy. Nope. Maybe above here. Yeah, definitely, but definitely not anywhere in here. Definitely not. Man, Asian, we had to wait so long last night for Asian's trade. I thought we were, I'm like, we're either getting a buzzer beater or nothing here.
I know, bro.
Took a
I always
long
love
time.
the buzzer beaters.
Took a long time. Yeah.
The buzzer beaters are great because it just shows you how patience pays every time, honestly.
Yep.
Sometimes I like getting the buzzer beaters more than the actual like pip and
Me
dip.
too.
You know,
Me
the early
too.
pip and dips.
Yeah, that's true.
They're both great.
They're Gucci. Looking to get your first payout? Awesome. Awesome. Let's get it. Yeah, that oil field. Yeah, I bet. Remember, like Neville Goddard said, if you really want it, you'll get it. You know, if you really want it, you'll have it. It just depends how bad you like really want these things, you know, and how much you're willing to change a little bit to get them. You know, a lot of times that stuff does require change. It requires a change in thought process, mindset. I mean, everything. You know, it's not just a technical analysis thing. Belief, thought process, mindset, habits, right? All of it. Even words, right? The things you say. I mean, you got to use everything. The Matrix is so good at what they do and strapping you down. You have to use everything in your power to be able to glitch this thing. You know, it's not going to come easy. It's just not.
Yeah, bro. That's truly the price you pay is becoming the person, right? And that's so facts. Like,
that's true.
And that's what Neville Goddard said in the audio you shared yesterday too. Is like you don't manifest over time, like, or you manifest through being. You know, through your state of being is how you attract, you know, outcomes and results of the being. You know, by becoming that person. So now it's so true, man. Yeah, I love.
Also, there's also gotta be a lot of healing that needs to be done. You know, like there are very unseen patterns that you cannot see, but you can see the manifestations of them, and then we blame ourselves. Oh, I'm just not good enough. I'm just not this. I'm not just that. It's not you, my guy. We're talking about 14 generations of patterns, and we're talking about maybe self-beliefs, maybe a relationship with money, maybe you self-sabotage because maybe your parents or somebody when you were younger said you're never gonna get to anything or something like that. You know, there are so many things. It's a puzzle. You know, yeah, you can get the charts, but there's something that holds you back. It's not the charts. It's probably not the relationship with the money. It's probably your self-image. It's probably your own limiting beliefs, self-worth. You know, there is a lot. You know, and that's the reason why we keep saying it's not the charts. You understand the charts. That's good. But there is a lot there that needs to be unpacked in order for you to move the right direction.
Yep.
That's facts, man. It's so true. Getting rid of that old program, you know. Everything you were told and said, everything or whatever someone said to you, or most, you know, as you came up, that old program, getting rid of it, man. That's facts. There's a process to do it.
Yep.
And it's so settled. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might probably think, well, my parents were always, you know, supportive to me. And yeah, but if something as settled as, you know, your dad or your mom saying, you know, you get this because I gave it to you. Or, you know, you'll be successful because of me or whatever. There is a correlation that because of what you're doing right now is not what they taught you to do, is not deserving, because that's not what they taught you to do. That's not what they taught you. So something else that you're choosing now. Oh, at a subconscious level, it's like, well, this is not what they taught me. This is not what they led me to. So it's not worthy. I don't deserve it. It is a real thing, you know? Yep, so true. Something as subtle as that, you know, could be holding you back. So it is a thing that you have to look inward, and that's a problem, you know? Like one of my mentors in Bali said, if you want to look at a horror film, stop watching film, look inside, because you'll see a very scary version of yourself that you don't want to look at. So, you know, it is worthy for us to go in there and check and see, because like I said in the past webinar, you might be, you know, getting mad payouts. That doesn't mean that you're not struggling with something. You're struggling with something, you know? So if you take that struggle away, just imagine where you'll be. So, you know, we're all struggling with something, and it is a never ending process. You're always working.
Always.
Seriously, man.
Big league guys, man. I'm telling you. Know some of these guys. Work with some of these guys. You think these guys are not working? Doesn't seem like, because what you guys see is what they show on the TV. Mm-hmm. But these guys are slaves. They're working constantly. These guys are in the off season. The guys that didn't make it to the playoffs, these guys are out at 5 a.m. getting the work in. And it's like a 10-hour day. They work out on the physical skills. They do hitting and fielding separately. Gym, mental sessions, nutrition. It's a full-time job. You don't see that, you know?
True.
But not different here, man. You know, like you got to continue to work on yourself.
Bro, that's facts, man.
Winners make it look easy, but it's not as easy as it seems. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes when the cameras aren't running that make the performer perform so well when the camera is running, you know? So you got to keep that in mind.
Facts, bro.
A lot of work, and usually those winners won't talk about it. They won't brag about it. They won't tell you. You know, it's like the word says. You know, when you're fasting, don't brag about it. Don't tell people about it. Like winners have that ability to just work. You know, just to, you know, go all night last night, let's just say, and I don't know, back test their system or something like that, and just not say anything about it today. You know, just come out and do what they got to do. So. Yeah, it's a lot of it is what happens while the cameras are off, and then once the crowd is in front of you and the cameras are on, it seems easy, you know, but it's just due to consistent repetition. Yeah, we can probably move down. Yep. Yeah, I think so. Rafi dropping bombs like gold's about to drop. Bombs.
Planting seeds, my guy. You're planting seeds.
Seriously.
Okay. Can we get a free account? Let me think about that. Let me see something. No. No, seriously, let me see something here. So I want to see if there's been any new members that joined the clubhouse throughout the New York session, because if not, then what we can do, and I don't think there has been. Okay, one person. So we'll include them in this. Since the NY sesh started. All right. I'll make a deal with you. What time is it? And this is the official announcement. So this is all proof, right? It's 10:30 a.m. If you purchase and join the clubhouse from 10:30 a.m. Eastern, which is right now, to midnight tonight, the first 10 get 50K accounts. All right? 10:30 a.m. to midnight tonight. First 10. And then maybe maybe we could spice it up in a couple weeks and get you, I don't know, maybe get you like instant accounts or something. But that's the deal. That's the deal. If you really want an account, then put yourself in a position to actually make money on that account. Join the clubhouse. First 10 from 10:30 a.m. Eastern to midnight. We'll get accounts, and you'll have those accounts to trade by tomorrow. It's only right since we didn't give you guys a Playbook 3.0.
It's a pretty good deal. Great deal.
Not a chance, Harvey. Not a chance, brother. Everyone got theirs. If you didn't get yours, then please send me a DM in Discord. But everyone should have theirs. Dun dun dun. Gold onion closed below 83. Yeah. Yeah, we could get a melter here. Could get a melter.
Yeah.
I like the cells. I like them. Just no
the
top
1 hour,
work.
bro.
Yeah, no, the 1 hour is very tricky. Very, very tricky. We should move down though, but
yeah, 1 hour and 4 hour got me in a hold right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. It's not necessary unless you get a good, like a decent top wick here. Break of the lows look good, but other than that, we should come down though. Like it's not like a matter of coming down or not. We should continue moving down. You're gonna get it. Yeah, you'll most likely get the melter, Mr. Hero of the Day. Yep. Took it, just closed it. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done here for the day. Anyone else got any good questions or anything like that you guys want to go over or talk about? Other than that, I think the bags are full, and I can't wait to trade an Asian session tonight.
Same, bro. Can't wait. Always looking forward to it. What's up, Hero of the Day?
Do you have to pay monthly for Trade Ovade? Yes, you got to pay. I think it's $12 for the data, $12 a month, and then I think
like
trading view is like $10 a month, right? To trade on trading.
Something like that.
Yeah. So it's like $25. Let's just say for everything per month. Problem is my risk management, or with me, it just depends. I got to see the data. You know, I got to look at the data. Strategy performing well. The problem, if the strategy is performing well, there should also be a risk management strategy within the strategy, right? So I don't know if it's the risk management or you. I'd have to check the data and get an understanding about what strategy you're using.
Yo, Hero of the Day, bro. You off the crumble? After that winner? Snap.
I have a question for Rafi and everyone else too. You seem to have everything, money and comfort. So what are you aiming at now that you have all that you ever wanted? I want to see other people get what they wanted. You know, like, one cool thing about the clubhouse is when your income is directly correlated with the impact and improvement of other people's lives, you can really get passionate about it. So my passion now is, I really have accomplished not all of my dreams and goals, but definitely some of the main ones. And now it feels so good that I can't like enjoy it without letting people know that it's available and that they can do it and that they're worthy of it. So I have a lot of fun doing this type of stuff. I always have, even before the live streams. I was in a network marketing, direct sales company where I just loved serving people. I loved just pouring into people and watching them grow. So that's what I really enjoy doing here. That's like the new success for me, is watching Exit Strat take 5K and Isaac in college take, a couple $1,000. Louis G, who's been a homie for a minute, start taking, 60 or whatever it was, 6,000, 9,000. Like, that's becoming more success than me, than these winning trades or some of the investments that I have. That's really where my heart is at. So I love just pouring into people and just making their lives a little bit better, right? My main thing is, the way I look at it is, if people can leave better off than they came in, that was a W for me, right? So if you come in contact with me at any point, even if it's just for a brief moment in time, like a conversation at the gas station, as long as you left a little bit better, I'm good with that. I could walk away and just say W. So you'll realize that once you start running into the money, it's not all about money. It's just about, living free and doing what's on your heart more than anything. You know, I know a lot of people sit at their job and they know, man, I could be doing something so much better than this. So I want more people to experience what I'm experiencing in life, and I think I have the ability to teach it and get it across, and it's worked in a couple hundred people's lives at this point, and I think we're just getting started, man. So yeah, this has been my passion project, is really just pouring into people all over the world. And you know, I haven't needed the money for a couple years now, you know, so it's just been a great opportunity for me to perform and create a business out of it as well, and just truly see lives being impacted and inspired. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, bro, and to add to that, you know, like I've been mentoring, coaching athletes for over 14 years. I've been doing this for, you know, quite a bit, and there's no satisfaction more than seeing somebody struggle and seeing them come on the other side.
It's true.
You know, it's like when I get text messages here and there, you know, and somebody says, yo, I got it, you know, hey, I made it happen or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you know, I feel like that's my gift. I feel like that's what I came here for. So why would I keep it to myself? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I not help people? I try not to do that. I try to get away from it. And for some reason, I keep coming back to it. So
it's kingdom work.
It's a sign.
It's a calling on your heart.
It's a sign,
you know what I mean?
And you gotta do what you gotta do. And man, you're changing lives. You know, like for me, is being able to change somebody's, and that's the reason why I keep saying just one sentence. That's all you need.
Yep.
One sentence will get that light bulb going on.
No, it's true. You know, and then you realize, like, one thing I had to realize was my mentor never gave up on me. You know, as down as I got maybe at some times, or as bad as the situation may have been, like, people didn't give up on me. So that's one of the main reasons why I show up here every day, because I know that there's people counting on this stream, right? There's, you know, some of you guys are going through some atrocities in life, right? Like tough times. And I get that, you know, I understand that. I understand that that's happening around the world. And, you know, maybe just coming here is like your only little escape from the negative world out there. And I know that. So I have a responsibility. You know, the word states, to whom much is given, much is required from that individual, right? So I am open for that task. I'm open for the kingdom work, right? You know, Jesus said he didn't come to be served, but to more so serve, right, other people. So I think in serving each other, we become free. We all become free that way. And, you know, it's a really good way to do what we're designed to do, which is love God and love others, you know. So I just love my God for giving me the vision and the opportunity to do this, and the opportunity to participate in kingdom work at its finest. I've always felt like I've been called to do something major. So, and then I just love people, man. I really do. My heart grew for people when I got around my mentor, and I never heard that guy not one time talk bad about another individual. So it's just, you know, there's people out there that'll blow your mind, and I've been fortunate to have those people as mentors, and they've just instilled, you know, that type of mentality in me. So yeah, that's what I love doing. I love getting here and getting in front of you guys and helping you out, answering your questions, calling good trades, obviously making money and stuff. But, you know, there's a bigger picture to all this, bigger picture. Did I take a trade today? Not in the New York session. Yeah.
You'll be blessed and rewarded in ways that you can't even explain or imagine. And that's, you know, that's why we do that.
And the cool part is, like, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care about the blessing. I'm already feeling blessed. I don't need to feel blessed to try and receive another blessing. Like, I'm already blessed. I'm not even doing this to be blessed. I'm already blessed. You know what I mean? So I don't need a reward, really. Like, I'm very passionate about showing up here and, you know, really pouring into this community. So activation fee? No, you got to pay the activation fees. Yeah. If you pass the accounts, you got to pay the activation fees. Yep. Yep. You offer service for free. Yeah, I got free YouTube, you know, so I can help you out here. Or if you want to go deeper, you know, I have the Clubhouse. You know, it's capitalism, man. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta also become, you know, the best version of yourself, you know, and build things and do that too. So it would be one thing if I didn't have this YouTube live stream for free, but I'll never not do this, because I know that there are some people that want to win and they just truly can't afford to jump into anything paid or anything like that. So, you know, it'd be one thing if I just dipped on y'all and say no more YouTube live streams. But man, I'm here every day pouring my heart out, calling good trades, explaining them, answering questions for 3 hours a day. You know, me, John, and Rafi for that matter. So we truly enjoy being here. Otherwise, we wouldn't show up. We don't really need to show up.
I actually look forward to it too.
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah, bro. Look forward to it all the time.
And you know, when we're here, we're not sitting there like, you know, like I see these other streamers, it makes me cringe. They're just sitting there, burping, eating, playing video games, talking. Like, what? Like, you got people in front of you right now that are trying to learn and improve their life, and you're sitting here. You got a straw in your cup. Like, come on, bro, come on. You know, you got to use the platform a lot better than that. There's people's lives at stake, and we understand that. We know, you know, your future is at stake here, and we don't play around with stuff like that. Yeah, we joke around. Really, yeah. Yeah,
you got it fun, man.
Should I get an elite or straight to funded account? Depends. And my answer goes for everyone. If you've been stringing together profitability for the last couple days, weeks, or months, I'd go with the instant funded. If you're still a little shaky, which is A-okay, right? Everyone's got to go through a learning phase. Then I would probably just save some money, go on the elite, and, you know, just progress, right? And then as you progress, then maybe move on to the instant funded account. But Nick, don't you make money off a top one? Wouldn't you recommend the higher one? Nope, because it matters what's best for that individual trader. Right? So if that individual trader is not there yet for an instant funded account, why would I recommend that to them? Right? You're most likely going to spend a whole bunch of money and blow it, when you could spend a little amount of money, get a eval account, right? And then continue your learning, right? Your progression. So yeah, man. Yeah. Not a lot of people you could talk to about this type of stuff either, right? You go try and talk to your cousins or your friends or your uncle, and my goodness, definitely don't go try and talk to your uncle. But you try and talk to other people about some of the things that we're saying here, and they don't give you the greatest reactions, do they? You know, and it's okay. I've been through those times too. I try to put all my friends on as well, and, you know, then I had to leave them, you know, because they didn't want to come with me. So it's not that I left them. They just didn't follow, and that's okay. You know, now that I've kind of popped off a little bit more, a lot of my friends are now actually coming back and trying to get back involved and stuff like that. And your friends will too, but they won't do that until you make the noise, you know? So don't do any talking, just take action, and the action will make the noise.
Yeah. Well said.
Yes. If you're discouraged, I mean, just hang on to the scripture that I have right here. Do not be discouraged by the size of the task, for the Lord your God will see to it that it is finished completely. Right? So if you just hang on to that verse and really believe that and get that in your heart, you'll get it done, brother. You'll get it done.
Yeah, bro. And if you ever think of quitting throughout this journey, like, you need to think about the guy from 3 feet from gold. You can never quit, because one, it's never worth it, and two, because you could be so close to accomplishing your breakthrough, you know, getting your breakthrough. So never quit, because you could literally be a month, a day, or a week even just from hitting your goals, and then that one goal gives you breakthrough, you know. So never quit, man.
Screenshot that
image right there. You got to remember that image when you feel like quitting throughout this journey.
If you're gonna quit, I want you to ask a question before you actually made the decision quitting. Where are you gonna quit to? Is there a better plan?
Exactly.
Because if you have a better plan and this is just not gonna be what you're gonna get, then maybe. But if you're gonna quit to something worse or because it's safe, you know, that's where you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
Worthy.
Right. Quit to.
Where's he going? Where's he going all discouraged, head down, all slouched like that? Where's he going?
Yep.
back to a job, to settle, back to the matrix, you might as well keep digging. You might as well keep going. You know, I had this picture on my right at my bedroom door for many years, and I'd look at this picture every single day. And when the going got tough, I just kept going. Just thinking, man, maybe my next hack, maybe my next project, maybe my next idea, maybe my next swing will crack gold, right? So you just got to keep going. Maybe my next trade, maybe my next attempt at, you know, running the playbook and sticking to it and being disciplined, maybe that next attempt you could strike gold, gang. So you just don't know where you're at, you know, and you just got to keep on going.
And it's like you just quit to like live in the life that you're living while trying to accomplish your goals. Like, it makes no sense to me at all. Like, you're either living the life you're living, or you're either living the life you're living but looking to accomplish more, you know, like what would be what's going to be better for you, you know, what's going to better suit your future and stuff. That's why I don't understand how it's not worth the risk. Cause like anyone who's really just starting, or anyone who doesn't have much or is at the bottom, like the risk is living the life you're currently living. You know, I feel like I've said that before too, but
true.
It's like, you know, your life is great now. Like, why not continue to strive for more? Right? And if you quit, you're just going to keep living that life that you're living anyways right now. So never makes sense to quit.
Yeah. But I think that shall be our day today. Yeah. Good session. If you guys took sells earlier or right now, it's okay. You didn't really have much of a top wave, but the direction was there. So W sells there. And yeah, we'll move on to tomorrow. Yeah, we got a lot of range now. A lot of good price action, a lot of good range. We melted quite a bit here, so things should start getting back to normal. I'd say even next week with like the size of the ranges, right, and the size of the stops and all that stuff too. We've seen this many times before. Gold at all-time highs, then melting and kind of cruising right back into just similar price action as normal. So yeah, until then, we'll see you guys back here in New York session tomorrow. Clubhouse, we'll see you in Asian. You guys got my deal, so whoever wants to take advantage of it, take advantage. You don't have to call me, I'll call you, and I'll have that account over to you guys, the first 10 individuals by like midnight tonight. All right, cool. Actually, let me not make that promise. By tomorrow morning, because Top One's got to set the accounts up. So I'll have all your information by tonight. I'll send it over to Top One, and then tomorrow morning, New York session, you'll have the accounts. All right? Johnny Gems, Rafi, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Hey, guys.
Another one, my friends. Another one in the books. And I'll see you guys in Asian. Yeah?
Peace, man.
All right, man.
Love
Have
you,
a great day.
God
Chat,
bless y'all.
love y'all. Hope the stream helped today, and we'll see you guys on the next session. Don't over risk, don't over trade. Enjoy. Blessings, my friends. We gone. Peace.
100 grams.
Run around, got a lot fools. And I still got the crown like a bad tooth. I am cool, I don't gotta act cool. Just follow where I lead you, pack mule. Blowing through the budget, the cash ain't nothing. The way I flip back, straight tens from the judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably gotta plunge it. Word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Easy, too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy. Make it look easy, but it's not easy. Whip got wings, yeah, I feel like Ron Weasley. Live like king, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, Yeah, it was gradual, but it's diagonal going up. Me and the capital super compatible, got me like, Let's go. Gotta hop in my step, gotta bounce in my walk. Rubber bands from the check, it was more than I thought. Fresh press, squeaky clean, wide awake, what a dream. Hey there, hi, hello, what's the word, baby? Tell me you know, cause I know that the word is this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy.
Word on the street is I make it look easy.
I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy.
Word on the streets I make it look easy.
Easy,
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 easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy.
too easy.
I'm sitting there.
Akon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God, thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. If I take the blame, put it all on me. I just pray that I won't end up lonely. This world will drive you real crazy and out of control. Make you wanna pull out and let them shots go. Had to just chill out, 'cause I don't wanna slide. Losing homies really hurt to my soul. No matter how rough that road, far you go, take it easy and live life slow. Through all the highs and lows, stay 10 toes down like you're digging for gold. God, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, yeah, 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 yeah. It's a beautiful day, yeah. And thank you for this life, sorry I complain. The ups and the downs, it's just a part of the game. It's a beautiful day, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day, yeah. Ride through the city, just reflecting on me. While they hating, I'm just keeping it cool. I ain't even tripping, long as money keep flipping and them sticking to me like glue. Before the carjack, I couldn't hit that. I pulled the Akon, she let me smack that. Yeah, I was down bad, but then I bounced back. I took a wrong turn, ended up on the right track. No matter how rough that road, far you go, take it easy and live life slow. Through all the highs and lows, stay 10 toes down like you're digging for gold. God, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day.